Welcome to this beautiful Danish forest. Today you have clicked on the video because you want to learn to control your mind, and in order to do that you have to control your breath. And the full yogic breath is a beginner stage of breathing that every beginner to yoga should know about. And you can either lie on the floor with the hands facing, with the palms facing up, and the legs in line of the hips. You can also sit on the edge of a chair with the soles of the feet on the floor, or on the edge of the sofa, again soles of the feet on the floor. Or you can sit like I'm doing. Sometimes I'm sitting on a block. Today I'm in nature, so I'm sitting on this branch. The most important thing is that your back is straight and your shoulders are relaxed, your neck is relaxed and your face is relaxing. In India, they have a saying that it's more difficult to control the mind than it is to control a wild elephant. So we don't want to go to war with the mind. Instead, we trick it. Yogis, they're tricking the mind all the time. They're doing all kinds of things, engaging in things. Their awareness is totally different place than being absorbed in thinking. And so we know that the mind and the breath are interdependent, right? If you are afraid or stressed or angry, for example, your breathing will be irregular. It will be shallow, like go to the top of the lungs. And if the mind is affecting our breathing is also affecting the mind. So we are taking our power back and we are controlling the breathing so that we can control the mind. And most people actually, they have a shallow breathing, so they're breathing on the top of the lungs. They are not using the abdomen, they're not contracting the abdomen, for example, on the exhales, and they're not pushing the diaphragm up towards the chest to massage the heart and to push out stale air. So that's normal because we are engaged in life and we are not even thinking about we are breathing, we're just doing it automatically. But what we do in yoga is we put all our focus there. And most people, they think that the inhalation is the most essential part of breathing, but for yogis, because everything is opposite in yoga, it's actually the exhalation and the retention of breath that we put the most emphasis on. If you saw the last video I posted about Anuloma Viloma, you inhale to the count of 4, then you retain the breath to the count of 16, and then you exhale to the count of 8. So the exhalation and the retention are twice as long as the inhalation, or 4 times as long. And just like in yoga asana, which have 3 stages, right? There's coming into the pose, performing the pose, and coming out of the pose. So the breath also have 3 stages: inhalation, exhalation, and retention. And when we are doing the full yogic breath, we are using all the 3 areas where we can breathe. Both the abdominal area, the intercostal area, which is your rib cage, and the clavicular area. And your breathing should be slow and inaudible, like you should not hear the sound of your breath. And it should also be harmonious, like it should be like one movement, like the swell of the sea. So no jerking in between the different places where you are breathing. And when you are a beginner, you can take 5 to 10 full yogic breath. And when you are more experienced, you can build it up to breathing for 10 minutes. And so while this exercise is working, while we are doing it and we are becoming really calm and focused, then actually it also, you carry this trace with you throughout your day. So you have more time to respond instead of reacting if something happens during the day that makes you angry or provokes you in some kind of way. And just even then you can just take a full deep breath and just let it go, whatever is annoying you. So let's take 5 rounds together of full yogic breathing. So you start by, when you start by inhaling, and you're filling up your abdomen so that it expands. And then when you have done that, you fill up your rib cage so that it goes a little bit out and up. And then you breathe. When you almost feel like you cannot breathe anymore, you take just a little bit more inhalation up to the clavicular area, up here at the top. And then the exhale is first by releasing tension here in the clavicular area, and then you empty from the intercostal area. And the last thing you do is you empty the breath by contracting the abdomen towards the spine. And like that, you are pushing your diaphragm up towards the heart, right? Are you ready? So find a comfortable position, either sitting. You can sit in any kind of yoga position, either in the lotus pose, which I don't think you can do as a beginner, but you can sit like an easy pose, like I'm doing. You can sit on a block, for example, to support your back. And or you can sit on some books, or you can lie down. So let's start. You can have both of your hands in chin mudra. It's like this, where the index and the thumb, they're just touching each other lightly, and placing your hands, your back of your hands on your legs. So let's start with a full inhalation. So inhale, you both inhale and exhale through the nose also. Let's start. So you inhale through the nose and you fill up the abdomen until it expands. And then you keep breathing and you fill up the intercostal area. So your ribs go out and up. And then you keep on breathing so you can feel it in the base of your neck. And your shoulders also might go up a little bit. And then to exhale, you release the tension in the shoulders and the neck. And then you exhale from the middle part of your body, the intercostal area. And then you exhale in the end from the abdomen. So you're pressing the abdomen towards your spine. And then you relax the abdomen, and then you fill up the air in the abdomen. And then the intercostal area and the clavicular area. And then you release in the clavicular area first, and then the intercostal area. And then you finish the exhalation from the abdominal area by pressing your abdomen towards the spine. And before you inhale, you relax your abdomen, and then you inhale and fill it up. And then you fill up the intercostal area, the clavicular area, and then you release in the clavicular area, and then the intercostal, and exhaling from the abdomen by pressing your abdomen towards the spine. And relax the abdomen, and then take the inhalation. And the intercostal area, and the clavicular area. Exhale from the clavicular area, then the intercostal, pressing the abdomen towards the spine. Relaxing the abdomen, start to inhale into the abdomen. And then to the intercostal, the rib cage go out and a little bit up. And then the intercostal area, the shoulders go up a little bit. You can feel it in your neck. And then you exhale from the clavicular area. And then the intercostal area. And then you press the abdomen towards the spine. And then you come back to a normal breath. Inhale and exhale through the nose. and just observe your natural breath, your natural rhythm, and relax. Relax your jaw muscles, relax your face. And be aware of your surroundings. And be aware of your physical body. And gently open the eyes. And this was 5 rounds, like 1 inhalation, 1 full inhalation, and 1 full exhalation is 1 round, right? So we did 5 rounds. So, and you can do 5 to 10. And any kind of breathing that you do, you should not do it on a full stomach also. Like this is like more the most gentle way of breathing, but you can see still you're using your abdominal muscles, right? And I should have said this in the beginning of the video. I will put it in the description box instead. And I hope that this was of some value for you. And if you liked it, please press like and subscribe. And I see you in the next video. Ciao.